Sneak attack. What's up, ladies and gents around planet Earth? Just wanted to come in and share some wisdom. And all I have to say is, never since the things you did before. Oh, we're gonna talk about Louisiana. Oh, goodness gracious. Conferences, people, everything. Downloads for days. So let's just come on, relax. My brother's just still in Facebook jail.
From purgatory.
Purgatory.
Facebook fam, I'm here. Facebook. I'm alive, I promise.
Alive, I promise you. My whole life. I know. Little Grow, what's up? If you're seeing this, get over here.
Lots of people getting grows right now. I see people are buying them. You set a trend.
Yeah, it's my boy. Mwah.
Good energy.
You can call me Mando.
Mando.
Don't touch the child.
All right, so Louisiana.
I need to pump the energy up before we talk about clearing demons. Like, can we just like people don't understand, like, this is what it takes to, like, now let's talk about all the souls you pulled out of a swamp. I'm like, hold on a second.
Happy time.
Let me get my frequency up here for a second before we start talking about shit from 300 years ago. I just want, like imagine like someone from 300 years ago, and you're like opening the gates of heaven, and they have this music on surround sound, and you're in robes, just like,
what? What are you?
You're like, this way. They're like, get out of here. Welcome to the new. Come on, let's go. Ooh, all right. I needed a hit of that. It's called Dance Monkey. I love it. Oh, give me. Okay. What it is. Namaste in Lakech, my family. I am Rion.
Tone.
And welcome to morning coffee. We are here. It's a glorious day.
Midweek
in Sedona. It's a glorious midweek drop. Yeah, I don't know. You guys like the last video I made on Facebook? I had 300 likes and 2 views for like 2 weeks. Or like not even, it was like a week.
2 views.
2 views, 300 likes, and like 160 shares. And I'm like, 2 views, guys? You're not even trying that hard. It looks horrible.
They're trying to shut us down.
Yeah, it's, let's be real. It's about 5,000 views casually every live.
It's more than that.
It was more than that.
Yeah, more than that.
You don't get recognized in airports if you only have 2 views.
And restaurants.
I go to the shop. I can't even go to Safeway, for God's sake. So now, come on. So, but I love you guys. An amazing time. I needed to process and pause. Look at the song. Let's get down to business. You know what I mean? All right. So, why don't you do the... Okay, here's what we're going to say about Louisiana. By the way, the conference was fire. Haven of Ascension was fantastic. Cheryl, your mother, we love you. Can't wait to come out there in May and crush again. Very good time. That aside, this is after the conference. All right, can you do it in a way that keeps us high vibe?
Yeah, it was 150 miles an hour. We got tested from start to finish. We did finish out exactly what we came to do, and then some. But make no mistake about it, we were being watched, and they
talk about our plane flights just getting out there.
Yeah, they missed their flight. I lost my phone right off the bat before I even got on the plane.
Someone jacked his phone that was charging. Yeah.
Not only just 1 flight, but 2 flights. I literally was sitting there praying, going, "Somebody find me when I get there."
Yeah. He was literally no comms. Yeah. He landed in Baton Rouge with no comms. Didn't know anyone's number.
Alone. I stayed on mission. I was like, I'm not gonna let my brother down.
Yeah.
I'm going no matter what. But the actual mission went really
wouldn't have been
smooth.
the first guy to spook out at the very end. You know,
I know.
But there's stories over here at Team Lion. You know what I mean? Yes. I'm not gonna give out names. That people that like were coming in hot, and all of a sudden we're like, where are they? They're not at the airport. Here we go.
Yeah, when I finally got my phone back, there was like 20 messages. Bro, are you alive?
We didn't know. We're like, maybe he didn't make it. Like, I don't know. No, he was there like a stud.
But we gridded some very serious areas without naming specifics. Some areas that had some really heavy dark energy, old
Oh
programs.
no, we can go ahead and say that downtown Louisiana belongs to the light right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we took everything from there.
Areas of like hundreds of years of dark juju being done there. They were stuck in a timeline.
I should
that
say
no longer
everyone
exists.
worthy was transferred.
Oh, come on,
There
man.
might be some gremlins running around that you brought in there for Mardi Gras. That's not my
Well, we
job.
still got stuff in the swamps, but like we were focused on some high profile.
High profile targets, and goodness gracious, we accomplished all the major targets that we were sent in to grab.
Yes.
So that was pretty cool.
That lifted the vibration of that place gigantic.
Oh my God, Mardi Gras was starting as we were driving out of the city. Like they were shutting the city down for all the parades. So we like got in and got everything out of there.
I was telling Rion last night, as we were lifting off on the first plane to go back out, just above the cloud cover, there was a UFO chilling, like a cylinder UFO chilling right above the clouds.
Yep.
So they were already watching what
They were monitoring what we were
Yes.
doing, yeah. You want to talk about what it... Let's tell... Like, can you explain to some people what it feels like when you're pulling a cage or pulling a transport, what it feels like on the body?
Rion basically boxed up in a energetic cage, and we don't want to use that word per se.
Alexander helped as well.
Yes,
my brother.
Alexander actually.
Yes, he was boxed in.
Fire on the way back.
Yeah, he was fire on the way back.
But Rion actually hooked it to himself.
Yeah, I hooked it to myself.
To his spine, and I was sitting behind him in the car. I could feel him being almost pulled through the back of the seat. Yeah. So I actually asked my higher self to get behind that cage and push it towards him, so that it wasn't yanking back on him. But the amount
it wanted to suck you through the seat.
It was gigantic, the amount of stuff that was being dragged there energetically.
And yes, all of the souls were transported professionally and properly. No one got out. Yes. I can say that most everyone was transported, and they went to the processing center at Cathedral. No, there's not weirdos running around Sedona. Unless you drove in from California. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm from Cali originally too. Look, I all love. No, but it was all hands on deck, and the main thing was to really get the spirits and those beings that were in limbo for the last 200-300 years, like to a safe waypoint. Cathedral Rock in Sedona, Arizona is kind of like an international airport. It's the easiest way for me to explain that. They can handle a large transfer of souls, and the processing center, which then splits you from your polarity, first and foremost. The light side goes over here if you're over 51%. Night side goes over here. And they split the cables as you're dropping them off. And everyone gets to go, obviously, with their own free will and choice. But really what it is, as time jumpers and as guardians down here in popsicle suits, basically, giving a being an opportunity to restart, to regrow, to, meet their family. There's a lot of people that are walking around Louisiana, a lot of spirits that don't know they're dead, first and foremost. They're still walking through those swamps. They're still walking through those old plantation houses. They don't think, just because your suit, it's like imagine waking up from a dream and you think that's your reality and you're actually passed away. Yeah. You're continuing that reality in that time stream indefinitely because there's something, either, in your experiences in the physical, which we have had, resentment, pain, or trauma. Yeah. It makes you basically not want to transition to the other side. Instead, you're like, I'd rather just stay here. It's a really weird thing,
You're stuck in a loop. Many of these people, we actually had to explain to them, listen,
where you're going.
And you're not in the timeline you think you are.
Yeah.
It's hundreds of years.
They think it's 1868, and you're like, nah, bro, it's 2022. Like,
at first, there's like a shock factor, but once they settle in, like where he took them to is so much more beautiful than the place they were stuck in muck, basically.
No, it was gross.
Yeah.
It was just, I would not want to be stuck in a time loop downtown Louisiana. No. So we did a really good job there. What else should we talk about?
What's been going on lately? Like the bifurcation in consciousness that's playing out right now.
Right.
Even amongst the quote unquote awakened communities, the spiritual communities.
Right.
We're seeing a bifurcation in levels of awareness and consciousness. Right. And so what's happening, a lot of people are reporting having like rifts, attacks,
right,
even within that particular community.
Yeah.
And so what you have to understand, even though our energies are rising, the frequency is rising, many people are still trying to process things. Many people still have holes in their energy field.
Right.
There are still beings that are wanting to hold on here. And so when you've got that happening, even amongst people that you might have thought were awake, sometimes they pick up an attachment. And sometimes they're being influenced by other types of beings. And so you just have to be aware that that can happen. Don't be in shock when it does, because I'm telling you, I'm getting contacted by a lot of people. Don't be in fear. Just make sure that you command your space. That is like so important right now. Sage your space on the regular. Make sure that you're doing a lot of energy work, clearing.
Grid your space.
Yes, so important. Grounding into nature is super huge. Even with the frequencies that are coming in, yes, they're raising our frequency, they're unlocking our DNA, but it still leaves you a part of your field expanded. And if you're expanded, you have to be that much more careful that all of your field is covered. You don't want to have any little holes that something could sneak in, or somebody else try to get at you too. That's one of the things they try to do, is try to trigger you.
And if they can't get you,
someone close to
they'll
you.
get the closest one to you, a partner, a parent, direct family, closest friend, the closest friend's girlfriend, whatever it is. If they can't get at you as a light worker, a light warrior on this planet, pay attention to your energetic field in the 360, and pay attention to the weakest link, because they're going to target the weakest link to try to affect you. Just remember, that's how it works. By the way, that's basic strategy in any sort of conflict ever.
Yes.
You go for the weakest link and you work your way up.
Yep.
Okay. They want to get an emotional response. They want to cast some sort of shade or shadow on your light. People make up stories all the time. The main thing I need, I want everyone to know is, and why I constantly say so, for all the light workers and light warriors out there that make public broadcasts and talk to the planet, check it. When I say to you, you'll never really, when people ask, like, oh, I saw you in dream time, I was like, and I'm usually 99% of the time, 100% helping. But what I'm trying to be honest with you guys is this. I don't have time to be mischievous. I don't have time to do weird things. I don't have time to do anything in the sacral realm. I don't have time to do a lot of things that there's a lot of copycats out there, and a lot of weird lower astral beings that pretend they're me, my brother, even Alexander, my family, you guys. They pretend they're us. Okay? You've seen what they can do in 3D with masks and holograms and deep fakes. They've been doing the astral for a long time. If you really want to know what I would rather be doing every single night, it's very simple. I'd rather be surfing with sea turtles by myself on a beach, not here at all.
Right.
Just getting barreled with nature, that's where I would spend 100,000% of my time. No disrespect to this planet. No, I'd rather be swimming with dolphins, getting barreled, and just in my own zone of creation. That's how I found that spark within myself. But now what happens is, how do you go from there back down here? Well, the issue is that there's attachments and there's things that, in memories of, friends from the future and the past and the present, that only remember you being a certain way. If you haven't seen someone in 10 or 12 years, for example, in your own life, you don't think that person has changed? Do you think they think the same way? Do you know how fast we're evolving every single day? Did you ever ask yourself that? How fast is your consciousness is evolving every single plank second that ticks by? What I am here to say is that some of the great deeds that we are doing as a collective is directly affecting this planet. And what I can say is that do not let mainstream media brainwash you to manifest a quote unquote war, let's just say, on a global scale. We understand real shit is popping off up in Ukraine and Russia. Awesome. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is that, does the whole world need to be investing their energy into things that they're not explaining, right? The whole picture of what it is and what's going on. I'm here to express in a very calm, general way. Wait till more information comes out before you have an emotional response on why someone is doing something.
Which is what the news
That's
is
all I'm trying to
do.
say. They want instant. Think about this. So every time they hit you with that 44 hertz, they want 100,000, 200,000, a million people go, yeah, that's what's happening. And what happens is your fear actually creates it to manifest.
Yep.
So I'm just being really honest with you. with that. Don't let yourself be used like a hypnotized puppet to manifest stuff by a bunch of jackasses that if you saw them in real life, you would actually question your entire reality that you ever listened to one syllable come out of their mouth.
Yes.
These are the weirdest little turds you've ever seen in person. These are people that step in front of you and you look at them like, wow, you're really small and cute. Can I squish you? Come here, you little squishy guy. I mean, I don't know. You know, the cameras things hide what we really look like. And for them, you look all like, hey, I'm the, you know. By the way, we have some awesome dudes doing a great work. And Pierre in Canada, I love you. Be good. Don't take the bribe. Don't take the deal. Turdo is gone. Pierre, we have hope for you. Don't mess that up in Canada. Just let you know.
Right.
If some weird stuff comes out about, I don't know, I feel like 70% good, 30% turd. And they're explaining to me, hey, to be a politician in general, where is that money coming from?
Yeah.
And what are you taking to be that dude? So I'm just saying, I'm paying attention to you. We're homies on Facebook, bro. I love you. Be good. I want more people out there and world leaders to be good. You know what I mean? I'm watching you. You guys think that, you know, the collective consciousness and all the people watching the game. You guys, I'm sitting in this sea of consciousness plugged in to beings that actually monitor this whole planet. And I'm telling you in the physical, as I open my little flesh mouth, hey, we want the best for this planet. Don't take the bait, right? Don't take the bait. Stand strong. And to be honest with you, get in there and then shut it down like JFK did. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm totally going to do all of that. Let's sign on a dotted line. And as soon as you're in, boom, go ahead and burn that. I mean, I don't know strategically what they're doing down here. I can tell you there's no contract or agreement you can sign on this planet that one of us can't undo. Right. Oh yeah. You know, go ahead in your whole bloodline. Who's signing off on these documents for you if you're not conscious enough to? I'm just trying to express you guys, there's a rhyme and a reason in this universe. All I'm trying to say from our guides is the same information I get every single night is be good. Don't smash on them. Be good. Are you hungry? You want some mango? You want to go to the gym? You want to steam? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, I'm constantly doing the same thing you're doing. It's just my field expands into other realities where I'm like, hey, can't we just be the most awesome beings ever? And what is all this weird? You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
we were designed
that's why we're calling this the highest timeline. I'm like, why can't we just be the most awesome beings ever created? Just, brother.
This timeline was hijacked a long time ago, and we are trying to reset it back to the natural order. Yeah. It was never supposed to be like this.
Nope.
Human beings were a combination of the most gnarly genetic beings in all of the universe.
Yep.
And even that was switched off. Our DNA was switched off, but notice what's happening now. The energies that are coming in are overriding that program. Yep. And same with these politicians. Like, they're serving something that is on its way out. It's been on its way out. Right. It doesn't serve. You always have to ask the question, are you in service to self or in service to the all?
Yeah.
Any advanced civilization is always in service to the all, because as one rises, all rise together.
Right.
So you don't want to hold, everybody down so that you can rise, because guess what? You're holding yourself back in the long run.
This lesson plan has been laid out for eons of time for any species that's going to go, I believe it's Civilization 1, where basically you're interplanetary, you're harnessing energy from the sun, you are cleaning the planet up. We all know we've had hydrogen water engines for the last 40, 60 years. The guy was whacked at Cracker Barrel, I think up in Flagstaff, because he wouldn't sign for $1 billion to sign it over. We know they have real things where these guys try to control the petrodollar and control the technology and make us reliant on Earth's transmission fluid, for God's sakes. Most ridiculous thing. Why don't we, it's like the same thing when I watched that movie, what's that movie about the whale? The big white whale. You guys punching in. I watched the new rendition where back in the day before they found oil, that they were hunting whales.
Oh yeah.
For oil, for burning lamps. And I'm saying to myself, like, you guys actually, like, another part of me is like, you guys actually believe this shit? Like, we had Ethereum, we had like electromagnetic towers powering cities. The whole arc in Paris is a huge magnetic motor. It's an electromagnetic motor that powers that area. That's why it looks like a circuit board. And I'm sitting down here remembering all this stuff from Tartaria. And I'm like, how did they brainwash the
Well, they wiped it.
population? And what I'm trying to say is that they used, I think, the mud flood as an opportunity and plus mixed with probably some other jibby jab at that time to take all the free thinkers like me and you out of the way and 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 like these little kids, and why were there orphan trains, and what was this new technology about the baby, what was it, grow your baby, what are those things called, test tube baby, embryonic, and then it disappears in 1912, and then I'm sitting down here going like, they're just doing the same damn thing in a circle, and it's not even that complicated of a spoof. It's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so lowbrow, low intelligent, animal thing. And
they're not thinking long term.
They're never thinking long term because their lives are fleeting.
And your soul is the most important thing. So you're going to sell your soul for, one lifetime.
Oh my God, $1 billion, and then what? A life of purgatory? I'm like, dude, all these guys with this fake Babylonian money magic, like I'm almost, it's just, I'm kind of embarrassed for your soul, because when I see you in person, your soul is so small compared to ours. You look like, it's almost like I have to pat you on the head like you're a chihuahua. Do you know that's what it feels like? I'm like, oh, you still believe that? That's cute. All right, go get him, tiger. Like, I don't know. That's how it feels like when we're in airports, we're in cities. I'm driving down LA. I got beings like, please don't clear the coast while you're driving. I'm like out 3 a.m. I'm like, snatch.
Energy hands.
Snatch. Hey, we got a wild one. Look at this fucking guy. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys come from your heart and turn that on. Here's the thing. When they keep you trapped in your mind, you can never access the true power that you possess. One more time. If this matrix, if these people, if these governments, if this shiza show in the matrix keeps you trapped in your mind, you'll never be able to access your heart and all your real superpowers that you have. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just trying to be real. And like my brothers and sisters on YouTube, post some links. Teach people, if you're just waking up, hey, we love you. We've been woke for more, a decade and a half now. Yeah. I'm just trying to say like, hey, the issue is this. Yes, when you wake up, you'll be tested. Yes, for those light workers that get affected and light warriors, what happens is you're a moth to the flame. So what happens is you might be all love and light. You turn your light on in whatever city you are. You get a bunch of jagaloons trying to circle you up. And then what happens is when someone gets possessed, all it means is that a dark turd on your right-hand side knocks out one of your higher selves and jumps in the suit. Now, what are some ways to reset this? Sleep resets a suit. Proper vitamins. Make sure detoxing your suit. There's no weird nanotech or weird bacteria that's not supposed to be in your body, which they can bind to. Okay? Another thing, too, why I say you got to stay in a good mood all the time. Why? Because being in a positive vibration, it's like a wave crashing into a pier. It's going to crash into you, then bounce off. Okay? The reason for that is that your consciousness and your frequency and your vibration is higher than the conflict.
They can't reach it.
They can't reach you. It's like being on a skyscraper and looking down on the ground and everyone looks like ants. You know what I'm saying? It's perspective. It's your frequency. It's your vibration. It's your love. We are here to assist this planet just like you are in making the most awesome place, period. I'm here to see the most effective efficiency of your beauty projected into the physical plane of existence with my brothers and sisters to turn this planet into paradise, period. Beings in different little weird circle groups with hoods on don't like us because we come in every quarter cycle, half cycle, right? About 26,000 years. We come and do checkups about 4 times a deal. When we show up, we see what's happened, what we learned, what's the experience gained. Now, the issue with some of these guys that don't understand or grasp the upper dimensional spiritual nature of you is that they're in the lower dimensional version where they're still in the matrix manifesting inside of a lower density functionality. So expression of this place is, imagine Creator is looking at this little planet, and even though Creator gets to kind of go around it, kind of do like Lawnmower Man, like what's going on in here? It's difficult for a being like that to get in. So what happens? That energy comes through us, and she gets to view us and this universe as us as the observer. So I'm trying to express something to you. There is no weird nerd AI. There's no weird nerd juice temptation that is more powerful, more awesome that you would ever trade up for the connection to creator and source.
1,000%.
So I don't know how to express that to you. I don't know what these little bells and whistles and trolls and carnival rides have for you down here. There's nothing glorious about it at all. I just want to be real. Like if you talk about like the permanence of my species and my soul and my brothers and my love. Why did I come here? Why did my family come here? In our hearts, we love our family, so we show up. Well, don't you want a 1,000 page dossier of every paragraph and every quotation and every maritime law and law of the land? I'm like, my family needed me. I love them, so I came. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated for you and your family. Why we have some of our parents that we have. My dad was one of my generals in a past life. And he was one of my most trusted generals. Whatever life that was, he was strong, he was honest. I literally call him Honest Abe. And I knew if he was my father and I came through, I would be protected when I incarnate on this planet. That's my pops. So for you guys, right? And my mom, obviously goddess level, awesome, if you guys know her. But what I'm trying to say for you out there, there's a reason why you picked your mom and dad. You have a love for them. Maybe you're the eldest spirit or energy in that house or in that family. But I'm here to express something to you. There's a rhyme and a reason of why you chose them. When you wake up to that fact, you start to see the programming that makes them up. All the weird stuff in their bloodline. All the weird decisions that bloodline has made. And as you hack that bloodline and return your entire stream as you, as the driver, as the highest vibratory being in your blood, in your bloodline, in your family, you help all of them free themselves from this place, from the matrix, from the lower densities, from this consciousness.
Right. Well, let's talk about how to counteract what we're seeing energetically right now. Number one, meditation. Like if even in your community you're getting issues going on, you're force field around that to keep yourself safe. Meditation, getting into observing the mind, getting into observing your emotional content. That is very, very important right now. Number two, breath work is super, super important. It doesn't have, you can do intense focused breath work like Wim Hof, or you can do something even as simple as like the Zen masters do. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing in, breathing out, I release. And just do a few circuits of that. You're resetting your energy field just by doing that. And then
release.
Getting into nature.
Quaid. Let me into your mind.
Open
your mind, Quaid. Brandon. Open your mind. Let me into your mind, Brandon. Zuckerbucker. Let me into your mind. Into your mind. Sorry.
Centering into nature. Nature's frequency is so high, it's so pure. It doesn't have ego involved in it. So centering into nature, grounding into nature. If you feel like you're wonky with your energy field, go sit upon the earth anywhere and just breathe very deeply and anchor your root chakra, all of your chakras into the earth's energy. It will calm you right off the bat. Prayer is another one.
Yes.
Cannot be underestimated, especially right now. In this stage of the spiritual war, every single night I am talking to Creator. Every single night before I go to bed. Creator, strengthen your presence within me, surrounding me. Strengthen your protection around me, my loved ones. It goes so far, and you are being listened to. I promise you that. Keep doing that. Affirmations. Talk to your higher self before you go to bed. Higher self. Strengthen our bond. Strengthen your communication with me. Strengthen your protection. Your higher self is like the right hand of Creator.
Yes.
So always stick to those basics and you're going to be okay. But most of all, what he said, the heart.
Yep.
The heart is the key.
It's your inner child, because you guys, it's like honestly, it's as simple as how can you give any being in the universe all of that power to wield consciousness if they're not coming from their heart and want the best for all beings they come in contact with?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, it's like a really simple seatbelt law. They will not let Darth Vader out of lower astral 4D.
For a reason.
For a reason. And I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. These little turds are playing in 3 and 4D. Maybe they have some 6D aspects. Most of their 5D aspects are so embarrassed that that's their actual lower self.
Son, I am disappointed.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, you really did it good this time, didn't you? And you got to make up stories and beings you're praying to justify your actions when it's the whole universe observing itself.
Right.
You can't go through life or in existence thinking that you're better than other beings or other people. You got to understand that even in Atlantis, when we were dealing with Lemuria, here's the truth. Atlantis may have been more sci-fi, high-end tech stuff, but the Lemurians kicked their booty on the spiritual nature of the universe.
There was
more spiritually advanced beings. Like, why are we fighting down in the lower dimensions? Mm-hmm. And it's almost like you get woken up into the lower dimensions with there's things popping off. Down on Earth, you're floating up there in the upper dimensions. Like, do I really have to engage in this?
Flick an ant?
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm just being honest. No, it's not like that. But I mean, I'm just trying to keep it popping.
Yes.
But so tell me, okay. So first of all, we have a surprise. Tone will be speaking Saturday night at our conference, SedonaCosmicAwakening.com. We're going to throw them up on the website. That first 30 minutes you're going to crush. Why don't you talk about a little bit about...
I'll probably just take everybody through a meditation.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is the Observer meditation. And it's a way of getting into the feeling of observing your mind and then relating to exactly what is observing your mind. And so it's basically a connection to your higher self. It's pulling your higher self in to kind of watch over the vessel, watch over your mental state, your emotional state, but it's strengthening that connection, is being strengthened by that observation. So I'll take everybody through that and connect them, and it's a lot of fun. It's very empowering.
Right.
You trying to get some music on?
I'm just trying to, I want to go back to that one song. This right here. I like this song. But what else? Having fun.
Just stay out of fear, you guys. They're trying to promote a lot of fear on mainstream everything. Fear compresses consciousness. Mm-hmm. As long as you can stay out of a fearful vibration, doesn't matter what that may be, if it's peaceful, if it's joyous, find something that makes you laugh. Get in the habit of just smiling throughout the day. Doesn't have to be for a particular reason. Just by smiling, you're raising your vibrational field. The smile is almost like your soul coming out. And so just stay in that field, stay out of fear no matter what. That's the lowest vibration. It keeps you from being able to think clearly.
And here's a trigger too. When you see people lose their beans, you have to understand that something jumped in there and you're not dealing with that person.
That's right.
People making these comments or those comments or whatever. There's just people going through a lot of stuff right now. So I want to be real with you. I don't judge people when they lose their beans. Because we've all been there.
Yes.
But what I can say is the way I react to it is completely different now.
Yep.
I see them as a little kid and I see them going through a growth pattern, or I see an attachment flashing through their eyes where they think it's cool to be night side. And I'm here to express is that version that may be staring at you, you may be more evolved than.
Usually you are. Yeah.
So don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Golden Rose. Ballroom dancing and the whole collective consciousness downstairs. You're like, it's just like, you're like, how is it down there? Like, we're holding tight. Let's light this candle, bro. Everyone's like, how is it? I'm like, light the candle, bro. I'm so ready. I've detoxed. I've detoxed my whole life. Come on.
Let's go.
We're going after Haiti.
Yeah.
One more time.
The last bit of heaviness. We're gonna lift.
I'm gonna say it right now. I want Haiti.
We're gonna lift that.
I want Haiti. I want Haiti, and I want to shut it down. I want to shut down those dark portals on Haiti. Yeah, I said it. Get ready.
The last chakra points.
You should have said it. I was like, I want a 12-man team to go to Haiti and shut the whole island down and pull everything out of the We just did downtown Louisiana. It was all voodoo hoodoo.
Yes.
I was like, well, let's go to Haiti and shut down the island.
It's bigger,
You know?
but yeah, with a bigger team.
Yeah, they're like, it's a 12-man team.
Yeah.
3 rental cars driving around the perimeter, 300 or 400 grids, and then just take everything
We got it.
and clean up all that stuff. I don't know. The zombie hoodoo, voodoo, lower astral, we're done. You're done.
And we're coming to the
You're
finish
done.
line. We gotta
done.
finish strong.
You're done. You know, I read. Hey guys, listen. Hey Schwab, listen. I either come to Switzerland and visit you, or I clear the island of Haiti. Your choice. Hey Schwab, where do you live? And where's Turd Nugget? Where's Saucy? Hey, okay, here's your choice. I either park in the parking lot outside Congress, okay, or I go to Schwab's neighborhood or Soros's backyard. Where do you want me to go?
All 3.
Where do you want me to go? You shouldn't have woken me up. I told you guys this. You should have left me sleeping. You should have left me sleeping. You poked me, and you should have left me sleeping. Because now we just got back. That was 7,000.
What'd you say, Haiti? We're thinking 20?
Dude, the whole thing is like, listen, when we got to Louisiana, let's be honest. I just tell people what we were really talking about, but in a nice way.
Yes.
He's looking at me. He's like, don't do it. Listen, I'm kissing Grow. Okay, I'm in my heart. Listen. We're taking over everything. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. So, give me some. All right. This is what I want. I'll let you guys know. If you're a Crocodile Dundee and you're listening to my voice right now, get ready. If you're here as a light warrior to kick some arse, get ready. If you're not in the gym every day or every other day crushing, get on it if you want to be with our squad in the sense of what needs to be taken care of. This is what I'm going forward. There's a potential where, since we missed a specific highest timeline, there's a potential where if we drop some of the dead weight off, we can regain the highest timeline. For you guys that know what I'm talking about, I was very upset. There was a timeline that should have happened in November. There's a timeline that should have happened last January. There's a timeline, and I'm sitting there like, imagine a hot air balloon taking off the ground, and that's our timeline with my brothers and sisters. I'm floating off on top of a griffin, looking at all these cables, holding my timeline down, our timeline down. I'm like, well, what do I got to cut loose and transmute to get us back to where we should have been? So I'm just telling you, there's guys working behind the scenes right now, ladies and gents out there, to try to get us back on that timeline. I'm not okay with C's get degrees. I'm not okay with a B minus. Just being honest with you, I want an A plus. I want 102. I want to smash. I want to dunk with all you guys on this whole collective consciousness. I want the highest potential for you. And I fight for you every single day and every single night. And I want you to understand, I never stop fighting for you. And the truth is, loving for you.
Yeah.
Okay? I love for you guys so hard. I'm sitting there going, talking to myself. After it took me 5 or 6 days to put myself back together like Humpty Dumpty. Okay, that was painful after Louisiana. What can I do to assist this planet that they don't see coming? I'm telling you guys my intent. What dark dungeon, what dark timeline, do I need to go back to Bern? Where do I need to go? Do I need to go park and get a condo outside of the Vatican and stare at all you guys sleeping in those buildings? What do you want me to do to get us back on the right timeline? And I'm just trying to tell you, I'm serious as a heart attack. Okay? We do this for you guys because we love you, and I know your potential. And look, we may be ahead of the curve. I'm trying to express something real for you guys. There's no place I will not go on this planet to get this job done.
That's right.
There's no obstacle I will not tear through to get this done for us. And I just want to be real. These guys, when they reawakened me, that version was sleeping for at least 2.5, 3 years. He woke up and he's like, well, where do you want to go next? And I was like, well, where's the darkest, weirdest energy we can go and clean up? They're like, go to Haiti. That's where the Clintons had all that weird artwork in the White House. That's where they get all that voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo, shoodoo. Listen, you guys, I will put a hoodoo, voodoo, shoodoo in a headlock and drag them out of the house like they're 12 years old. I'm just telling you, I have no issue doing that for the collective, but I want to be really clear with you guys why we do it. I don't like beings taking advantage of innocence in the lower astral or in the astral or in the energy bodies. I don't like beings that are parasitic that feed off our family. I don't like beings that only think about themselves and no one else. I don't like parasitic beings that can't exist without us. You want to say all is one? Let me explain something to you. All is one too, but do you want to be trapped in here with a petri dish with a bunch of beings that aren't going to make the cut? Your choice. I'm trying to say there are beings behind the scenes that are trying to calculate the highest timeline for you guys. Okay, you guys are causing all this weirdness up north. What can we do in the south? So when you get back to that place, it's already too late. You're distracted. So I'm just saying this. I'm speaking my mind and my heart to you guys out there in the collective who may do this. I'm just expressing there's a rhyme, there's a reason, and this whole planet is coming together as one. We are one family. If you guys were the number one rocket scientists on the earth, right? Let's just say, and I'm like, I need to build a rocket. I know what it's supposed to look like, but I don't know how to make it work. We come together, we have, you know, what we need to facilitate that job, that task.
It's a synergy.
It's a synergy. It's not just one or the other. So what I'm trying to say is I'm confident that with a 12-man team, there's nothing on this earth we cannot grab.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. We're doing it with 3. 3. Can you imagine 12? Lock, you know what I mean? 12, like, got this. I'm like, you take the north side of the island, I'll take the south side of the island, you take the west side of the island. 3 rental cars, takes about 12 hours to grid the entire perimeter, and then come for everything and close those portals on Haiti. Or sit here in some 3D reality world where you got a PTS report, you see my stapler? You see my stapler? Does anyone see my stapler? We're gonna need those files. Bye. I'm just being, I don't know. I'm bored down here, kids. You get so woke, you want to help a planet. It's no longer you're helping, myself and my, and my success. I'm here for the planet. I don't care what country it come from. If you need help, we're coming. Yeah. So I'm just trying to say, especially with some of these resources being released, good luck. You give us unlimited travel. Good luck.
Dropping in.
Good luck. It's a wrap, son. Yeah. So I just want you guys to know, I want to get imbue with you with that passion and that fire. We are still crushing for you guys, and we're not done.
Yeah, we won't stop till the job is done.
We're not going to stop. You guys don't stop. We don't stop. And all these guys like, no, it's not. I want to get us back to that timeline, okay, that we all should have been on, and you know it in your gut. Remember I said there's 3 timelines? It's really like 3 or 4. But there was like the highest timeline, then there's like the middle timeline, and then there's like you don't want to go there. The 3rd timeline, okay, listen, we're on the middle. I'm pushing for the highest timeline again. I'm not okay with, they tried. I'm like, what do we have to do to get this done right now? What do I have to adjust? What do we need to adjust to get back on the highest timeline? Right. Here's the thing. The collective conscious will say, well, the highest vibration goes. This is why I'm so passionate. Let me explain something to you. You like your mom and your dad? They're on the middle timeline. Maybe they don't make the jump to the highest timeline. You okay with leaving them here? You think it's their free will or sovereign will to be locked up in a damn experiment down here in a petri dish for 12,000 years? Is that what you think? We're here to break the whole matrix and particleize it. We're not here to update it. We're here to blow it up. It never should have been here in the first place. Right. We're here to free the souls of Earth. So don't get it twisted with some guru shmuru, Baba Laga, these little nerds writing books that haven't done a push-up in 10, 15 years. Let me explain something to you. These aren't the people that lead you out of darkness. Okay? These are little bookworms that write things because they can't do it in real life. If you can't do it in real life, what do? Teach it. Okay? We are those that do it in real life, and we're sharing wisdom with you like, we can do better. We can do more, and we want to help you guys that much more. I'm passionate about freeing all of us out of this place. Okay? I don't care what master you serve. I want freedom for all the beings on this planet. Okay? We need to get out of this quarantine zone, blow the roof off this place with our hearts on. Yep. Hearts on. It's a love thing. It's not a fight thing. No. That's how you get trapped. It's what do we have to do to have freedom and sovereignty on this planet? And I'm going to stay right there. Okay? Whatever it is. I'm just expressing that to you. Whatever needs to be done. Mark my words. You're probably going to see these mandates drop. I'll be like, hey, I'm in Haiti. Just like when I make posts in Louisiana. Let's just go in peace in a cemetery. That's all you're going to get, kids. Okay? We are here to assist the planet. I just want to be real with you. And, the light worker community and all this stuff. Like, let me explain where some of the ego stuff goes. Okay, let me explain. I want you guys to know what it feels like. When you come to a place where you have nothing else to prove, to yourself mainly, but when you come to an awareness level or a consciousness level, to understand that was how you were then, or that was like your past self, and you understand that you're now that future self you dreamed of 10 or 12 years ago, let that ego die, man. And let me tell you something, when that ego dies, your life gets so simple. Take care of the vessel, stay healthy, stay high vibe, charge from the sun, stay positive, help people, help everyone that comes over here, upgrade everyone that comes to you, and stay there. You don't have to fit in or conform to this weird shenanigans of consciousness of what you think you have to do to get ahead. That is the greatest lie you've ever been taught. The ego must die because the true master is emerging from that husk, right? And you're about to get your wings. Let the ego die, let the judgment die, let all that stuff go. You can't take it where we're going anyways. You sit there like old grandma or old grandpa, right? And go, what can I do today to help? And you stay right there, because right there is unmovable. Right there is unshakable. I'm here to help all my family. You can't buy me. I'm not instant gratification guy. I think fear is kind of cute when sprinkled on my apple sundae, every other weekend. I've seen things you can't imagine, but I'm here with my family to express that love is how I learn those things. To have gone through something traumatic, processed it all, where I can sit here casually and laugh and joke about some of the stuff that we did. Here's the reason. I don't have malice. I'm not choosing sides and a biasness over this polarity or the other. When we stepped down, did we choose which souls we helped when we grabbed those souls?
Nope.
Was there ever a discussion in the car? We're only grabbing the good souls. So we did everything as one unified field, correct?
That's right.
That's right. So that's how the universe operates as well, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to be real with you. There is no, go ahead.
Even in battle,
yeah,
we're not doing anything with malice. It's literally very calculated, and the whole thing, even those souls that are wanting to fight with us, we usually try to explain to them, listen, we're trying to raise you up as well into a better place. You don't have to be down here doing that. So even from that standpoint, it's just neutralizing and then trying to lift all of them up. Because again, as one rises, all rise together.
Yes.
So nobody's left behind if we can help it.
And listen, it's like, if you have, listen, I'm a huge fan of rehab. For all the wing makers out there listening, I think it's more efficient to pull beings out that have been walking in limbo for 200 or 300 years, put them in a processing center, a stasis center where they can learn, adapt, actually understand what they've been through, and go through the rehab and rehabilitation and truly help that they need to once regain their consciousness and raise their vibration back to where they should have been in the first place before all these artificial functionalities of control were in place on the planet. The energy is the same. It's the consciousness that has been tampered with. So from my fire to inner fire to your inner fire, we will come fetch you no matter where you go. We love you. We are aspects of creator and creata. And I'm just trying to say there's no hole deep enough on this planet or in this galaxy that your brothers and sisters can't find you.
That's right.
Just be real. Coming in hot, like, it seems like a big deal. You slam into that planet like a comet. There's nothing you can't do and express for the love of creator that connects all things. Creator is all things. The original creator of our souls. We are all one. I am one reflection of you. Okay? And so is Tone. Look.
It is concentrated
here
in the heart.
Yes.
And if you're staying there, you feel for every living being, every soul.
Yes.
Even in suffering, even if they are doing things that you might not agree with, you're looking even deeper than that and going, inside of you,
yes,
I can see what you are. You're a soul. You're a beautiful, radiant soul. You've got programming that has taken you out of that beauty, but we're going to help you find your way back.
Yes. Cards, real quick. I love you guys. All right. Sir, what happened? He was dormant for 2 years. Yeah. Oh, he's awake? Great. Great. Fantastic.
Just gotta make sure we keep him calm.
No, the whole thing is that, listen, you guys, if I'm here talking to you across the planet right now, the thing you need to know about me and all my friends do, when I talk about something, you don't have to worry about me. It's when I get quiet and I don't talk.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there are some places on this planet that still need to be cleaned up. There's still some honor roll positions available. There are some rainbow sashes and golden robes for those that complete these tasks. And you wonder how you get to those higher ranks, or you wonder how you jump into a higher density in one incarnation. Do great things. Okay? It's not easy. Do great things and thou shalt rise. Okay? For us right now, just being in a good mood, giving our family members a hug, right? Being a good mom, being a good dad, you know, training the next little Jedis out there, right? But I'm trying to express for you guys that are my generation, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger, listen, there's some excellence awards available for us, and they've told me where to go get them. You might not, you know, so I'm just trying to say, 6-man team needs at least 4 dedicated healers waiting for us to get back to the hotel room, waiting for us to get back off site, to put your hands on us and put us back together, okay? There needs to be those that grid. There needs to be those that hold defense lines. There's a whole rhyme and reason why you roll with a 12-man squad, okay? So I'm going to be real with you. This is not like, oh, my God, I did it on a Tuesday or the 7 Pleiades.
Like
no.
You're prepping.
You're prepping. There's, you know, you're ready to go. I'm just trying to say, for some of you guys that are ready, there's a couple in Canada, one in particular, Ghost King, that needs to get his booty down here, and there needs to be some excellence, because if we remove all the really dark, dense areas on the planet and raise that frequency, the whole thing shifts. Yeah. You cut an anchor that's pulling down all this weird energy. You cut that anchor, the whole ship
starts going up. Can
balance itself. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Think about the whole planet as one big ship. You got one ship that's leaning to the right side of polarity. It's tilting to the right. You start cutting all these chains, trying to give you a visual, the ship can then right itself. That's all we're trying to say. All right, let's pick a card for the...
What's the question?
Unicorns. No, just for the message for the week.
Okay.
And you're holding the dragons right now. I'm holding the unicorns. All right, something personal. Haiti would be awesome. I know. All right. Real good. All right. Desire. Whoop. Desire. Okay. Desire. Okay, so desire, I mean, he's got a unicorn. He's got a horn on top of his head. You know, it's like the golden unicorn down here, you know?
What is it that you would
What
desire?
is it that you desire? I desire to help this whole planet. And I desire to go in and deal with some things that other beings... I've been trained to do this for the last 15 years, like 12, 15 years. Like, I would never take... I mean...
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, can you express to them what it's like? 'Cause some of these guys are like, I'm meditating and I'm doing it. Can you explain what it's like? Explain to them what it's like to put yourself back together like Humpty Dumpty when you come home.
You expend so much energy on so many different levels, physically, spiritually, mentally, that you definitely have some things going on with your energy field that I won't say you get blown apart, but you're expending so much into what you're doing that you do have to regenerate. You have to take time to recharge.
Yes.
And if you've got somebody that is a gifted healer, that helps so much more, because you're using the collective at that point, more than one consciousness, and they're helping prime your field back in, because it's definitely the amount of energy that we release into these expenditures it's quite a bit.
This one, then this one. Okay. For my dragons, looking at both sides, understanding. Does that not look like Haiti to you? Understanding both sides. Okay? Understanding both sides of the equation. Don't threaten me with a good time. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. I'll be honest with you. I've already been staring at it for 5,000 miles. Gathering your power. That's exactly what you said. Gathering your power. Whoa! These cards are fire. Gathering your power. Good. So, what do we got for this week? For our unicorns, desire. Understanding is our next card, looking at both sides. And the self, gathering your power.
That's powerful. The self.
So here's the thing, if we're all one, which we do believe, you understand. In being all one, we want to help everybody. And listen, sometimes the people that do these weird, negative, naughty things are the ones that need the most love. They're the most damaged. Okay? Just being honest. Some of these things that we do to ourselves, even in our 3D life, and the experiences we have, good or bad, we usually have to transmute and process as we get older. It takes time to understand why you went through certain things. Yep. And also you need that understanding when manifesting what you want in the future. In the present, you manifest the world you want to live in the future. So processing some of these things that, that slow people down, that cause trauma, eventually you get to a place where those sort of lessons no longer affect you as far as you having an emotional response. Rather, you can say, I see you, brother, sister. I know exactly where you are. And what I can say is hold tight. There's more awesomeness and love coming your way. Things don't always have to be negative. Right. Things where we come from, truly, things are always positive. We rarely ever have to deal with a lot of this negative stuff. Some of you awesome Palladians, Arcturians, Lyrans, and Andromedans that are here helping out, And even on the upper echelon of some of my homies from Orion, okay? We were called down here to assist this planet in balancing itself. Don't get it twisted. That's it. We want the most beautiful, abundant, sovereign reality for you guys, so that you, your families, your loved ones can live in peace and really show the divine spirit, the divine spark, the divine light, the divine love that you have buried inside. We want that version of you to feel free enough to come out and share that wisdom and the true beauty and power of Creator manifested in the physical. I am Rion.
I'm Tone.
It's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys here today. Check out Sedona Cosmic Awakening. My brother's going to be crushing Saturday night. Get ready. Get ready. SedonaCosmicAwakening.com for tickets. And check out the store. You wearing your new bling bling? I got to give him a little Peter site. So why don't you tell me what you can find that at the store.teamlight.com.
Helps draw in energy from the grid.
Tell him about Peter site. Where do you wear Peter site?
Pinky ring.
On which hand?
Left hand.
So what it helps you pull
in
yes.
from the grid.
Yes.
And gather in more. Like a rope is what you said. You literally are pulling that in and being able to draw in more energy.
Oh, is this? Oh, I think my other brother's here. Say hello. Yes, come. We're live. We're here.
No, it just said you finished.
No, I'm still here. Come.
We just waited for the I'm Rion.
Come here. Well, I'm Rion, and by the way, here's the three amigos.
I came because you're here.
Yeah, I know, the three amigos.
Great to see you, brother.
Hey, if we could do downtown Louisiana with 3.
Yes.
We did it.
What can we do with 12?
We did it.
What can we do with 12?
I thought you were done. I didn't mean to.
Oh, it's perfect.
I literally heard the I'm Rion, I'm Tone.
Okay, here. You switch seats with me. You
No,
do.
hey.
No. Here. Sit down. I want you to pull. Use your skills.
Yes.
Pull one Barbary for the week. Just here. Right here.
Skills.
Show the skills. Look, I mean, what do you want? We're a family.
I didn't shave.
Look, he's on camera.
This is real.
Hey, you look good. You look good.
There's just a lot of
There's a lot of pec deck.
There's a lot of pick dick.
No.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, look, this is.
Is this enough cards? What is
No,
this?
no. Pick one for the week.
You gave me like 6
No,
cards.
that's the whole
That's
deck.
all of them.
That's
That's,
all of
the
them.
deck.
Pick a deck. Pick a card for the
The
week.
artist might have gotten lazy. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
now let's see how good your card pulling skills are, because we have a sentence. We have a sentence. See if we can finish the sentence.
We have a sentence.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
Last time they gave us a sentence, we were in trouble.
Not where we wanted to be.
Not where we wanted to be.
So sorry to interrupt.
I'm glad you did.
Oh,
Come on. I mean, the shuffle.
One more.
He needs a deck. Deck.
Careful.
He needs a deck clear. It takes a long time to clear.
No, I have a specific way I shuffle, so they.
Okay, well, come on. Just let's see it. Let's see it.
He threw you on the hot seat.
No, I mean, if you come over here, bang, it's on. I'm like, I hope you're prepared.
One more.
So,
Virgo.
Okay, so hold this. We have Desire, first card. Then we have Understanding, looking at both sides. By the way, what does that place look like? Doesn't that look like an island that we're gonna go hang out at? Doesn't that look? I talked about it, just so you know.
It does.
And then here's the self.
Look at both sides.
I know, isn't that dope? And then you have Virgo.
Virgo.
Show them.
It's beautiful. Beauty. It's a beauty.
So we have you're crushing at our conference, Sedona Cosmic Awakening.
Yep. Yep.
Tone's gonna go on for 30 minutes on Saturday. He's gonna go on before me. It's a meditation.
Do a meditation.
No, look. I'm gonna get up. I'm on the mic. I'm like,
Tony
yo.
Robbins.
I'll be like, yo. You thought you were gonna do a meditation? Tell him some supernatural things. I love you guys. Namaste and La Catch, my family. Thank you so much for coming. Come on in here, Tone. You guys have a blessed week. Yes.
Love you guys.
Love you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. All right.
Peace.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, you came right.